Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is kind of giving podcast vibes because I've got the mic out. I've decided that even when I'm doing vlog type videos, I still want to be using this mic because the iPhone audio is really starting to get on my nerves. So I'm gonna try and use this as much as possible. I haven't really got this out since I did the Wicked video, but here we are. I just thought I'd try it. I haven't really done a vlog in a while, or at least it feels like that. So I thought I'd come back to that kind of style. Here we are. I am in my first week back of my second semester of uni, which is kind of surreal. Time-wise, I think I'm actually halfway through my first year, which is a bit weird. Today's my busiest day. I've actually had a couple of times I've wanted to film. I wanted to film yesterday and then I just wasn't feeling great, and then today after breakfast I was going to film and then I didn't have time because I'm literally going from lecture to lecture. It's the fullest day I think I've actually ever had at uni so far. I have 4 lectures. I had a 9 a.m, which is always a bit of a struggle. My favourite thing about 9 a.m s in uni is that the lecturers thank you for attending. They're always like, I know this is hard for you guys, thank you for coming, like I appreciate your attendance. And I'm like, have we not done the entirety of primary and secondary school and like college or sixth form or whatever you did getting there for 9 a.m? Is that not, like, I used to arrive at primary school for 8:30 every single day. The fact that we get to this age and suddenly it's like, thank you guys for coming. I just find that so funny. Don't get me wrong, it is a struggle. Like, I'm not denying that it's a struggle, but I just think that was quite amusing. So I had a 9 a.m, which was actually very interesting. I found it interesting. A couple of other people in my class did not find it interesting. Bless the lecturer. She was like, is this kind of boring? And someone next to me just went, could at least pretend to be interested. But no, I found it very interesting. And then I had an hour between that and a 2-hour workshop, which I've just come back from. I've just had lunch, and then I've got about 20 minutes, if that. I've got about 15 minutes before my next thing, which is a seminar, and then I go straight from there to a 2-hour lecture, and then I'm done. I quite like days where I'm really busy because it doesn't give me time to like stop and think. I find that the worst days I have at uni are the days where I either have one thing or I have nothing at all. And it's like I don't know what to do with myself, and then I just end up either scrolling, which is horrendous. I did quite a bit of scrolling yesterday, or like sitting with my thoughts, which, you know, I didn't think was such a dangerous thing for me to do, but apparently it sends me into a spiral almost every time. I'm such an advocate for sitting with your thoughts because we spend so much time watching movies or scrolling or like distracting ourselves, even just like putting music on in the background. And I do always think to myself, like, when you have a moment of kind of calm, just let yourself sit and, you know, be okay for like 10 minutes maybe. And I guess because it's not something I do very often, when I do end up doing it, I'm just coming to the realization that I don't enjoy that very much. So I think I need to get better at being alone, which is interesting because I love being alone. It's one of my favourite things in the world. But I think maybe it's more about getting a balance between being alone and being with other people, because I spent so much time with other people in the break after Christmas, and then I came back and it's been like a week and I've spoken to like 3 people tops over the past 7 days. And I'm starting to realise that as much as I do really, really value being alone, and it's like genuinely sometimes my favourite part of my day, I do also need to interact with other human beings, which, you know, is obvious, but we move. Anyway, I've got quite a busy day. I'm about halfway through. It's nearly 2. I got some of my assessment grades back. I think that was another thing that got me in a bad mood yesterday, because it's not that they were bad marks, like I was perfectly happy with them. I passed everything, which is great. I'm still waiting for one thing, but everything I've got back I've passed. 2 of my modules are fiction. One of them's poetry and one of them's prose, which I think is a lovely word, which basically is just like, I mean, it was a short story that I did. And I got in such a mood actually about the concept of marking fiction, because every single thing that we get graded out of 100, and they give you a mark out of 100. And in my mind, marking something that's like journalism related is very different, in my opinion, to marking something that's fiction, because journalism is like a certain set of skills, a certain like key set of things that you need to have included, and the way you need to structure it, and etc, etc. When it's fiction, especially when they've said to you, like, can you base this on your past experiences, like this is something that you've experienced or that is close to your heart or blah blah blah, and then they give it a number out of 100. I want to stress they weren't bad marks, so I'm not salty because I got bad marks. I got them back and I was just like, why are we putting a number on this, guys? I appreciate they have to mark stuff. I appreciate that's how it works. I appreciate I'm at university, but I just think maybe we almost need to come up with a new way to mark fiction or things that are art. So whether it's a painting or a short story or a poem, is there anything else we could do other than giving it a mark out of 100? Because I just think that's so... Why are we doing all that? I just think when you've put almost a small piece of yourself into whatever you've made, and then you've presented it to someone, and then they go, here is a number that signifies how much this is worth. I may be taking it too literally, I may be a bit sensitive about this, I'm aware of that, but it was just something that I was really thinking about yesterday. It just put me in such a foul mood, because I was like, who are you to say, I was getting like that. And like I say, I acknowledge that we need to mark stuff, but I just find it very interesting how we put value on things and how our systems are set up to congratulate certain people in certain ways. I don't think I'm making sense. I'm gonna go. I have a seminar in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go to that. Bright side, it's with a lecturer that I really like, and also it's really sunny, and it's been really, really windy and torrential rain for the past 4 or 5 days. The wind is so loud, it's literally kept me up at night. I didn't realise that wind could be that loud. I literally was going to bed with a headache because of how loud it was, and then I couldn't sleep. Anyway, the sun is shining, so it's a good day. I'll see you in a bit. It's actually been a while since that last clip. I think maybe 2 weeks almost since I last filmed, which is kind of weird. I kept thinking about picking the camera up and I either didn't have time or didn't want to. I've spent the past couple of days actually just feeling very, I don't know if overwhelmed's the right word, because I wouldn't say I feel like stressed about anything in particular, but I've been doing a lot of scrolling, and it's really hit me the past couple of days how our brains are not supposed to be processing the sheer volume of information that we get bombarded with every single day through social media. I do not have the capacity. I'm just kind of sick of being bombarded with, I guess, wellness culture is the best phrase I can think of, bettering yourself, and here's how you can make money online without doing anything, and here's how you can become an influencer, and here's how you can, I don't need you to be telling me all that. I'm just so tired. And I mean that in such just across the board. I'm so tired of social media. I'm so tired of, I guess, my own expectations on myself. And I feel like recently my mindset has been, everything feels like a task. Everything feels like something to tick off my to-do list. Even things that are supposed to be fun. Even things like, reading a book, or even watching a movie. I'm like, oh, I want to watch that movie. And then it gets written down because I've got so many things in my head that if I don't write things down, I'll forget. And then it just looks like a to-do list. It's like, watch this movie, read a chapter of this book. For fun, not academic reading, because obviously I've got to get that in as well, but just reading the fiction book that I'm reading at the moment feels like a chore. And I think the reason I sat down and started filming is because I want to try and focus for the next couple of weeks on doing things for fun, doing things because they're enjoyable, being present while I'm doing them, and actively enjoying them. Because so much about our culture at the moment is self-improvement and, having goals and all of this, and I do enough of that myself. I don't really need encouragement to be doing that. So I think I've just got to a point where it's can I breathe? Can I live? So I think over the next couple of days I'm going to try to do things that I enjoy or that are a little treat. I'm just going to have a little treat because I just feel like so much at the moment that I do just feels like another thing that I need to tick off rather than actually being present in the day. So much of the internet is this fast-paced, cutting to a new shot every 3 seconds, keeping people's attention, and it does get a bit much for me. So if you need a place to unwind and slow down and appreciate just little things that aren't a huge deal and aren't about contributing to a certain aesthetic or lifestyle. Not that there's anything wrong with crafting an aesthetic or a lifestyle, but I don't know, I just get a bit sick of everything being phrased in a certain way, to be marketed in a certain way, to get you to stay watching longer, to keep you on your phone, to... I'm spiraling. I am gonna go. I need to do some editing for one of my videos, and then I have 2 more lectures. I'm gonna go. I hope you're doing good. This is where I'm at the moment. Okay, I'm filming the last little portion of this video with bad lighting because I don't want to turn the big light on. So Valentine's Day was 2 days ago. How was everyone's Valentine's Day? I had a pretty good day. I had a lecture in the morning and then I did just like work for the rest of the day from here, and then I did like a galentines evening, which was so fun. I went to the cinema with 2 of my friends and we watched Bridget Jones, the new Bridget Jones, and it was really, really good. I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. It was really funny and it was also really, really sad. The overarching theme was grief, and it was a rom-com because it was very romantic and it was very funny, but oh my god, it kind of destroyed me a little bit. I was like weeping in the cinema. I was like, I didn't sign up for this, guys. It's Valentine's Day. I'm supposed to be having a good evening and I'm sobbing. But no, it was really, really good. I thought it was really well acted, really well written. I just thought it was really, really well executed overall. And I did just have a really nice evening because one of my friends made dinner for all of us and we just kind of had a laugh and it was nice. I got back and was just like a bit broken because of the movie. Like I got back and it was about midnight, I think, because we booked quite a late showing. And then I got home and it was like literally midnight and I was just like standing in the middle of my room, like just crashing out a little bit. But it was okay because I slept really, really well. You know when you cry and then you kind of develop a headache because you cried so much and then you have the best sleep of your life? That's what happened. Literally as I got in, I could feel the headache coming on and I was like, this is going to be an incredible sleep. And it was. I've had a pretty relaxing weekend. I've done a pretty good job at doing things because they're fun or enjoyable or whatever. I made chocolate and strawberries since the last clip, but before Valentine's Day. It wasn't for Valentine's Day, it was just because I love chocolate and strawberries. And I haven't done them since I got to uni. It used to be like a staple for me at home. That was like my go-to late night snack, and I literally haven't done it once since being at uni. And so I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna treat myself and I'm gonna do some chocolate covered strawberries. It was great. I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm not really sure what footage I have for this video, so hopefully the end result isn't too random. I've got some solid plans for the next few videos. There's a video that I'm currently in the process of editing that's taking me like weeks and weeks and weeks, but I think I'm going to be really proud of it when I'm done. But I think I've said it about 3 times within this video, but I've been getting caught scrolling a lot, and I've just done like a mind dump in one of my notepads in an attempt to pin down some of the things that I need to do, because there's so many things for uni and for future content plans, and I'm just getting a bit overwhelmed with everything that I need to remember to do, and I've just put it all down on one page. And it's just struck me that if I want to get all of this done, I really need to lock in. I really need to stop scrolling and getting distracted with my phone and allowing that to happen. So this is the end of this video, but I'm looking forward to next week because I feel like if I really structure it and I timetable out everything that I need to do, I actually think everything that I want to do is attainable. It's just a case of not getting stuck on my phone. So thank you for watching. I realise I haven't really done much in this video. I've just been kind of talking at you, but it kind of helps me to process thoughts that I'm having and just kind of keep track of how I'm feeling. So thank you for watching. If you're still here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.